Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Creative Hands by Shay. So today I am here with another video where I will be showing you how to make this beautiful Santa cocoon, baby photo prop, whatever you want to call it. I made this last year for my daughter for her Christmas photo shoot, and it turned out pretty well. She looks gorgeous in this piece here. So guys, I don't remember the hook sizes or the pattern that I used to make this because I free-handedly make it. So the one that I will be making today will not look exactly as how this one shapes, but I will try my best to get it as is right now. So for the buckle here, I use a hard piece of paper and I use my yarn to wrap around with using my glue gun as well, just to give it that kind of a buckle effect. And for the ribbon here, I used the Bernat baby yarn or blanket yarn to make the ribbon of the hat, and also for the top part here of the cocoon. So for the one that I will be making today, the yarn that I will be using is this Craft Smart. I got it from Michael's. It was on sale when I bought it. And I also have this fur here, this cozy fur. I also got this from Michael's, and it was originally $11.99, which I got it on sale as well. So for the belt, I will be using this Bernat Premium, the black, and I have it in yellow for the golden yellow for the buckle. I will be showing you how to make the buckle using the yarn. It will be pretty straightforward and easy to follow. It's a quick, easy project to do. So for the hook sizes that I will be using today to make this photo prop cocoon is I'm using this 4.0 millimeter crochet hook, which I will be using for the buckle here. I will be using this 5.0 millimeter crochet hook for the body and also the hat. And for the ribbon, I will be using this 8.0 millimeter crochet hook to complete that part. You will need your scissors and also a yarn needle to sew in your ends. So guys, I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial as much as I do, and I hope you like this video and share it. And I hope that you'll be able to make one of your own, and you can even do it for a gift. It is a perfect gift for Christmas for a baby to do a photo shoot. So guys, let's jump in the video. So guys, to begin, we will make the hat first, and then we'll move on to the cocoon. So we will first make a magic ring. So wrap your yarn around your fingers, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through, and then make another chain. So now you chain 2. In this ring here, we're going to put 6 double crochets. So insert your hook, pull up your loop, and make your double crochets. Insert, pull up your loop, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through the next 2. And we're going to do that for 6 times. So I have 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now that I have my 6, I'm just going to pull on my tail very tight, and then we're going to go into that first double crochet that we made. So not this chain 2 here, but this one. So insert your hook, pull through, and make a slip stitch. And you're going to chain 2 again, and into that same stitch you are going to make 1 double crochet in each stitches around. So that's my first, going into my second, and we're going to do that up to 3 rows. So now we're at row 2, we're going to do that up to row 3, and then I'll see you at row 4. So now I have come to the end of row 3, and I'm just going to flip that over and then I am going to do my slip stitch in my first stitch here. Now that I have done my slip stitch there, starting on row 4, we're going to chain 2. You can use your finger just to find your stitches. We're going to make 2 double crochet into each stitches around. So that's my first one, and into that same stitch we're going to make 1 more double crochet, and we're going to continue doing that for row 4, making 2 double crochet in each stitches around. You should have a total of 12 at the end of row 4. At row 5 we will only do 1 double crochet in each stitches around, and that will give you a total of 12 as well. So I will see you at the end of row 5. So now I have come to the end of row 5. I'm just going to slip stitch into this first double crochet here, chain 2. Starting on row 6, we will make 2 double crochet in this same stitch here that we slip stitch in. It's 1 and 2, and then we will make 1 double crochet in the next, and then in the next one here we will make 2 double crochet. So the sequence for row 6 is 2 double crochet, then 1 double crochet, and follow that same sequence right around, and I will see you at the end of row 6. So now I have come to the end of my row here, and I have a total of 18 double crochets. Slip stitch into that first double crochet here, chain 2 to begin row 7. Now that we're at row 7, we're going to yarn over, insert our hook in that same stitch, and we're going to make 2 double crochet, and then 1 double crochet. So 1 in this stitch here and 1 in the next stitch, and then followed by 2 in the next stitch. So the sequence for this round is 2 1 1 2. So continue doing that, and I will see you at the end of this round here. So now I have come to the end of row 7, and I'm going to do my slip stitch into that first double crochet there, chain 2, and for row 8 it's just 1 double crochet in each stitches around. So I'm just going to continue doing that, and I will meet back up with you at the end of row 8, and you should have a total of 24 double crochet. So now I have come to the end of row 8, and I'm just going to do my last stitch here, moving on to row 9. So make my slip stitch into that first double crochet, chain 2, yarn over, and for this round it will be 2 double crochet in the same stitch. So we're doing a decrease for row 9. So the sequence for this round here is 2 1 1 1 2 1 1 1. So I have my 2 there, and I'm going to make 1 double crochet 3 times in 3 different stitches. So that's 1 2 and 3, and then 2 double crochet in the next stitch. So again, the sequence for row 9 is 2 1 1 1, then 2 1 1 1. So I'll see you at the end of row 9. So now I have come to the end of row 9, making my last stitch here, and I have a total of 30 double crochet, making my slip stitch into this first stitch here. I'm going to chain 2, and for row 10 it's just 1 double crochet in each stitches around. So continue doing that, and I'll see you at the end of row 10 when we'll be moving on to row 11. So now I have come to the end of row 10 and I have my total of 30 stitches. So I'm just going to do my slip stitch here in the first double crochet, chain 2, and into that same stitch I am going to start off by making 2 double crochet, and then 1 double crochet in the next, then another double crochet in the next, and then another double crochet in the next. So we're going to repeat that 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the sequence for row 11 is 2 double crochet starting in the same stitch, and then 4 double crochet in each stitches, and then after you're done with your 4 double crochet, then you're going to start 2 double crochet in the next stitch, and then continue doing the same thing. Follow the same sequence around. Now I have my 2 here. Now I'm going to do 4 double crochet in each stitch. So continue doing that, and I'll see you at the end of row 11. You should have a total of 36 double crochets. So now I have come to the end of row 11. I'm going to make my last stitch here, and I have my total of 36 stitches. So now making my slip stitch into this first double crochet, chaining my 2, and then for row 12 it will just be 1 double crochet in each stitches around. So continue doing that, and I will see you at the end of row 12. So now I have come to the end of row 12, and I'm making my slip stitch here in my first double crochet, chain my 2, and this will be our last increase round. So for this round we will make 2 double crochet in the same stitch, and then after that it will be 5 double crochet in each stitches. So that's 2, 3, 4, and 5. In the next, 2 double crochet. So the sequence for row 13 is 2 double crochet in the same stitch, and then 1 double crochet 5 times in separate stitches here. As you can see, just follow that same sequence around, and I will see you at the end of row 13, and as I stated, this is our last increase. So now I have come to the end of row 13, and I have a total of 42 double crochets. Doing my slip stitch here and chaining my 2. So now from row 14 to 21 we will only make 1 double crochet in each stitches around. So continue doing that, and I will see you at the end where we will be putting our fuzzy yarn on. So I'll see you at the end of row 21. Doing your double crochets right around. So now I have come to the end of row 21. I'm just going to make my slip stitch here, and I cut my yarn off already. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull that up a little bit, and I'm going to change my hook, and I'm going to use a 8mm crochet hook to attach the cozy fur. So I'm just going to pull that through, and then tie with my red yarn. So it's a little bit difficult to use these types of yarn. So you just have to feel to know where you are at. So I'm just going to chain 1, and then in each stitches around I am going to make double crochets. And I'm probably going to do about 2 rows instead of 3 because this one is bigger, so it is best to use about 2 rows. If you're using like a regular smaller fur, then you can do more than that amount. But I'm just going to continue doing this, and I'll see you at the end of making my double crochets. So now I have come to the end, and I just did my last stitch here. So I think this is good enough. I don't need another row. So what I will do is I'm just going to feel for my first stitch here, and that's where I am just going to make my slip stitch. So let me see if I found it. Yep, that's right there. And I'm just going to pull that through and cut my yarn off. And there it is. It is looking very cute. It's very soft and cozy here. So I am just gonna go ahead and weave in this part, and I'll be back with you while to finish the pom-pom part here. So now I have completed putting on my fur. You can see it there on this side. So now I am going to use my hook, and I'm just going to insert in here, and I'm just going to basically do single crochets right around, just to make it look like a little pom-pom. So insert my hook there. I'm going to chain 1, and I'm just going to basically do single crochets in each stitches, or on top of each other, until it looks like the desired amount that I want to be on top of it. So just basically going on top of each other. Doesn't really matter where you stick your needle once it is going into the round direction. So I'm going to continue doing that, and I'll see you at the end. So guys, now I am done installing my fur on the top, so it does look like a pom-pom. So you can just flip it over like that, and you can see all that cuteness. So just gonna move on to, just gonna lay this aside and move on to making the cocoon. So it's basically almost the same as we did when we were making the hat, making your magic ring using your 5.0mm crochet hook, and pull up, chain 2, and we did 6 for the hat. We're gonna do 12 double crochet in this ring for the cocoon. So continue doing that, and I will see you once I am at 12 double crochets. So now I have my 12 double crochet in my magic ring here. I'm just gonna pull that real tight, and into my first double crochet here, I'm just gonna insert my hook, make a slip stitch, chain 2, and then into that same stitch we're going to put 2 double crochet, and in all the other stitches around we will be putting 2 double crochet in each stitches. So now we will have a total of 24 double crochet for row 2. So continue doing that and I'll see you at the end. So now I have come to the end of making row 2. Moving on to row 3, slip stitch into that first double crochet, then chain 2 into that same stitch. You're going to put 2 double crochet, that's 1 and 2 in the same stitch, and then after that you're going to make 1 double crochet in the next, and then 2 double crochet in the next stitch. So the sequence for row 3 is 2 double crochet and then in the same stitch, and then 1 double crochet in the next. So continue that same sequence and I'll see you at the end of row 3. So now I have come to the end of row 3 and I have a total of 36. I'm going to slip stitch into this first double crochet here, chain 2, and starting on to row 4 we're going to be doing 2 double crochets. So 1, 2 into the same stitch. After that we are going to do 2 separate by themselves, so 1 and 2. So the sequence for this row is 2 1 1 2 1 1. So continue doing that and I will see you at the end of row 4. So now I have come to the end of row 4 and I'm going to do my slip stitch here, chain 2 as usual, and into that same stitch we're going to make 2 double crochet. After that 2 we're going to make 1 1 1 double crochet. So the sequence for this row 5 will be 2 double crochet in the same stitch and 1 double crochet in each stitch. So 2 double crochet, 1 1 1, and then 2 double crochet. Now I have my 2 there, then I'm going to do 1 1 and 1. Continue that same sequence and I'll see you at the end of row 5. So now I have come to the end of row 5, moving on to row 6. So insert your hook here and make your slip stitch, chain up 2. So from row 6 to row 18 we will only do 1 double crochet in each stitches around. So we won't do any more increases, just doing your 1 double crochet in each stitches around until you reach to row 18. You can use a stitch marker to mark your work to see where you're at so that you won't mix up, but that's just optional though. That's if you want to do that or not. So I'm just going to continue doing this and I will see you at the end of row 18 and I'll show you what to do next. So now I have come to the end of my 18th row from starting from the bottom here, and I'm here now, so I'm just going to move on to change into my black. So let me just cut about that, and I'm just going to attach, make my slip stitch first, and then I am going to attach the black. I'm just going to give that a tie so that it is secured, and then I'm just going to weave in the tail as I go along. So I'm going to chain my 2, and yarn over, and in the same stitch I'm going to make my first double crochet, and then continue making 1 double crochet in each stitches around until I get to 3 rounds of black. Once I am through with that, I will see you at the end of making my 3 rows of black. So now I have come to the end of making my belt, and I am going to slip stitch here and cut my yarn. And now I'm going to start back with my red. One and two, and now I'm just going to weave in as I go along, and now I am going to make 8 more rows to complete the cocoon. So 8 rows of red. Once I am through with my 8 rows of red, I will be attaching the fur onto the cocoon, and that's where we will be finished. So I'll see you at the end of my 8 rows of red. So now I have come to the end of my 8th row here, and this is where our cocoon is now finished. And I am just going to cut this part off here, chain 1, and that's it. So there it is. So now I am going to attach the fur onto the top here using my 8.0 millimeter crochet hook. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from here, and just as I did before, just attaching these by doing just the same double crochet, and then weave in the extra tail. I'm going to chain 1 and yarn over, and I am only going to do just 1 row of this. So I'm going to continue doing this, and I will see you at the end of attaching my fur onto the cocoon here. And then I'll show you the end, and then I'll show you how to make the buckle and put it on. So now I have come to the end of putting my fur on, and I'm just going to feel for my first loop there and make my slip stitch. And I'm just going to cut that off and pull that through. And what I'm going to do to weave in is I'm just going to go with my fingers and just weave along. Just kind of put it in anywhere. Just feel for the stitches, because doing it with the hook makes it kind of impossible. It's a bit harder to do with the hook, so that's the reason why I'm actually doing it with my fingers, because of the type of fur. So I'm just weaving it in anywhere. So there. So I'm going to continue doing this, and I'll see you at the end to put my, well, to make the buckle. So now I am through installing my fur. And it's looking gorgeous. So now it's time to make the buckle to put right in the center here. So I'm going to start on that. I'm going to get my golden yellow yarn. And for this one, I am going to chain, I'm going to use a 4.0 millimeter crochet hook, and I am going to chain 31. So I'm just going to make a slip knot. So wrap your yarn around and pull through. And I'm going to chain 31. So I'll see you at the end of making my chains. So now I have my 31 chains. I am gonna insert my hook into this last chain here, or stitch, and make a slip stitch. Now that I made my slip stitch there, I am going to chain 1, and into that same stitch I am going to make 3 half double crochet. That's my first one. 1, 2, and 3. Now in the next 7 I will make 1 half double crochet. So continue doing that and I'll see you at my 7. So now I am at my 7. In the 8th stitch we're going to put 3 half double crochet. So this is to make the corner of the buckle. 2 and 3. In the next 7 we will make only 1 half double crochet in each stitch. So I'll see you at the end of my 7. So now I am done with my 7 here, and in the 8th one I will be putting 3 half double crochet. So you should get the sequence by now. Each corner will be 3 half double crochet in that same stitch, and then 7 half double crochet in each stitches. So continue doing that and I will see you at the end of the buckle here. So now I have come to my last stitch here. I'm just going to yarn over and make my last half double crochet there. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut my tail. I'm just going to make a good amount because I'm going to need that to sew down my buckle. So about that. And then I am going to slip stitch in this first double crochet here. And pull that through. I'm going to get my needle. Let me just try that again. Okay, so that's in now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into this one here, so into both loops. Then bring my yarn over, and then I'm gonna go to this one here. You know what? I'm not gonna go through this one. I'm gonna come out of this one, and I'm gonna go through the next one here. This is just kind of loopy, or what I could do is I could take it out, yeah, because it was a bit loopy. Let me just fix that, and then come back around and go back through that same stitch. And there, now it looks better. Okay, so now our buckle is finished, and for these little hole here, you can just use your yarn, just cover that up. To make sure that it is neat and tidy. So now you're not seeing the hole. And then I am going to sew this part down onto my cocoon here. So just eyeballing it, I am just gonna lay it flat here. And basically I am just gonna go right around. I'm gonna have to weave this in, but I'm just showing you how I will be sewing it down. So I am going to go into each corners of here and attach my buckle onto my cocoon. So I'm going to do that, and I'll see you then. So guys, this is the end look of my Santa cocoon. It is looking beautiful as ever. I love the way how it turned out. You can see the back here, and all this nice soft fluffy fur at the top complements it very well. And I have my hat here that goes along with that, so just turn that over to the side like that, and there it is. So guys, if you love this tutorial and you love the way how it turns out, please give this video a thumbs up, comment, tell me what you think. You can also share this video, and if you're new to my channel guys, please do subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be notified each time I post a video. Thanks again for watching guys. Until next time, bye.